Hello, today we are looking at the Cambridge IGCSE music listening paper. We are looking at a subsection for section A today, meaning we are going to be dealing with Western art music. Now, I have chosen subsection A2 from November 2023, paper 1-1, and therefore today we are diving right back into Romanticism, or Romantic music, otherwise known as 19th century music. Now, I have previously done a video on this genre of music before. I have linked the video below in the description, so please do watch that video for the full structure of a section A or any subsection A in the Cambridge IGCSE music listening paper. Today we're just going to dive right into the questions, look at our track list, and jump into our extract. Now, of course, from November 2023 onwards, Cambridge no longer provides the audio tracks directly on the Cambridge School Support Hub. Everything else is still there. We have our past papers, we have mark schemes, grade thresholds, examiner reports, all the things, as well as all the other types of links to professional development, and so on and so forth. It's a lovely site. I have also linked that website in the description below. But instead of having the audio tracks on the Support Hub, Cambridge now gives us a track list. So we can actually go and look up each of the titles of the pieces under each of the subsections. We can go Google it, we can Spotify it, we can do whatnot with it, and we can use it as good examples of what a certain genre of music may be. So for instance, we are given a nice track title from a very specific CD. I'm going to use the same piece today, but I'm not going to use the very specific version that Cambridge has used and or suggested. I have chosen a listening today directly from YouTube. I'm also linking the specific version for you in the description below. Cambridge does give us a skeleton score in this case, which is lovely because not only do they give us a skeleton score, but in the track list they tell us from which specific minute and second to which specific minute and second they use. And of course, because I use a different version, it's going to be different for the one that I'm going to be dealing with in this video. So just a heads up, I'm using this YouTube video and it goes from 52 seconds up to 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That's what I have used. So let's go ahead and look at our questions. So yes, music A2, you will hear an extract for instruments. They say look at the skeleton score below and read through questions 6 to 9. So we have a nice skeleton score of 20 bars, and they ask us in the very first question to name the compositional device using bars 15 to 16. And they also do section that off with some clear bars in 15 and 16, and they do ask what is the device there on the score. Then, which of the following best represents the structure? So our form structure of the recorded extract. The printed music is of course section A. So what happens after that? Now each of these possibilities begin with AA. So of course we're going to hear a repeat of the printed melody once it continues. That's just a given because that's what we're seeing here. But after that, does it have another A? Does it move on to a B section? Then what happens after the so-called B section? Is there a C? Is there just another B? Does A come back? So we just have to listen, okay? So they do tell us the skeleton score that they've given to us, that whole section is a section A. We just have to keep our ears open for what happens next. Okay. Which of the following is this extract an example of, or of which of the following is this extract an example? So, canon, march, minuet, or waltz. So a few things can already be derived from the very skeleton score extract they give us. We see we're in 3/4, so this definitely can't be a march, but it could still be a canon, minuet, waltz. We just have to listen out for that, and we have to sort of know what distinguishes a minuet from a waltz, and then what are canon-like features and what are not. So we have to keep an ear out for that. Then on the next page, they do tell us to give 3 reasons for why we say this extract is, either a canon, a minuet, or a waltz, because, it's not a march. So we need to give 3 facts for 3 marks there. So that's going to be very interesting. We really do need to know what we're talking about when we say with certainty that this music is an example of this. Okay, then afterwards they ask us, when was this music written? And they give us our 4 main Western art music genres there: Baroque, classical, romantic, or 20th century. Now, of course, we're dealing with romantic music today, and we do need to give a reason for our answer. So 1 fact for 1 mark there. Let's jump into our listening, and then we can answer our questions. so there we have it. Our first listening, and we're about to answer the questions that we can just based on a single listening. So first things first, we're going to name the compositional device. That one was quite easy. It was merely repetition. Then, which of the following best represents the structure of the recorded extract? Well, A certainly repeats, so we have A. Then we have a different section, so we'll call that B. And then B repeats, so it's A, B, B. And then A comes back, A. So it's A, B, B, A. And that'll be our second possibility there. So we'll go ahead and tick that second block. Then, of which of the following is this extract an example? Well, I'm definitely getting the vibe of a waltz here. So we're going to go ahead and tick the waltz block, but we're going to have ourselves a second listening so that we can confirm 3 very solid musical reasons why it is so. Then we move over to when was this music written, and of course it is a romantic piece. It comes out of the 19th century, or it comes out of musical romanticism, and we can go ahead and give a good reason there. We definitely have a large orchestra here, which is something we expect out of the Romantic period, and we have prominent use of both the brass and percussion sections of the orchestra. Any of those should give you your mark there. Let's hop right back into our listening so we can put down reasons why we know this to be a waltz. Okay, now of course there's no canon-like features over here, and like I said before, triple time. So minuet or waltz? What distinguishes a minuet from a waltz? Well, a minuet is most usually phrased in two-bar phrases and then a 4-bar phrase to make a nice little theme or nice little subsection. Then it is also quite a stately dance, generally slower than a waltz, for instance. And so, yes, it will not be that. But a waltz, this is what we have in front of us. So a waltz, definitely it's also in 3/4 time. It is phrased in 1-bar phrases, so we can definitely go ahead and put that down. We can say that there is 1 chord per bar because of this 1-bar phrase type thing. It has a nice fast tempo. Because of our single bar phrasing, yet again, we will have an accent on each of the first beats of each of the bars. We have regular phrase lengths here that don't deviate. We have clear melodic sections, as well as a very prominent melody. And also in the background, we definitely have that cha-cha, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 accompaniment. So we don't have to sing it like that or say it like that, but we definitely can write it down on paper, and any 3 of those facts will get you your 3 marks here. There we go, that wraps up our nice romantic extract from November 2023. I do hope that this video has helped you regarding Western art music, but also 19th century orchestral music specifically, and I hope that you feel ready and prepared for your Cambridge IGCSE music listening paper.